This historic stadium, home to the Iron Horse and the Great Dane, to Wilson and Alvarez. Camp Randall Stadium in Madtown, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Broncos will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Wisconsin's offense will have the football first. Looking for a man, it's Edwards. Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. They want to run it left here. Turning it on! Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. They've got the screen set up. Touchdown, Wisconsin! A great catch and run for 6.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Western Michigan's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. looking to throw on first down. He's going to take a shot right away. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
To the air. It's Lowry. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake. Wide open downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
The Badgers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll run it from the gun. Inside the 40. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Badgers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking for room, it's Dupree. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Leaves it with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Edwards. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many in.
He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Badger.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field. When I run that post route, QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually, keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Using his legs, it's Buckley. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
That's caught. It's Brooks. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the 1st.
And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big pass.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Back to pass. It's Lowry. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Going with the counter play here. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
He'll run it again. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Motion from the wideout. On the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Dupree. There he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
The give to the back. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down.
That's a good-looking run there. And if you're going to be RB1 for Wisconsin, you're going to be pretty talented. Because you think of the guys they've had in this backfield in recent years, the Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dane, Monty Ball. How about Jonathan Taylor that's getting it done now on Sundays? This guy's got power. He's got speed. He's got shiftiness. He's got all the tools you need to be successful and play on Sunday.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it on the draw.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
And the Badgers are threatening on 1st and goal. The option look. He'll pitch it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat them.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Trying to power it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Now they'll run the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And they tried to sneak the draw in there. The defense was not fooled.
You know, there's an art to selling the draw play, and that one was kind of more paint by numbers. Didn't turn out so well.
And the defense, you could tell, they weren't fooled. They were agreeing with your painting by numbers and got in there quick, fast, and made the play.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Sweep cut there. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
The Broncos will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Got it near midfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They've jumped on top right out of the gate, trying to add to a 17-7. Turning it on! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Right down the middle. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance, and Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football. But more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, but don't put the ball in harm's way.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. The Badgers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Going to the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Snagged in the middle. It's Brooks. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. It's Williams. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Hey, and I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Looking downfield, it's Edwards. The short hands, it's Brooks. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive. I think this guy has some of those traits too.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Badgers with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Dupree. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Mason. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes the grab on the big throw. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Using his legs, it's Buckley. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And the Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Hard-hitting tackle.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Looking for a push on fourth down. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. You're in plus territory, no desire to give the football back. Maybe the punt doesn't even work out. They go for it, and it works out well.
So I wonder if you go tempo here, too. Now that you just picked up that first down, don't let the defense sub. A lot of these guys now have been on the field for a little while. See if you can catch them off guard here and try and take advantage of how tired they are.
Off the RPO, complete. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Caught near the sticks, it's Williams. Touchdown, Broncos! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
That makes the score Wisconsin 23, Western Michigan 14.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Handoff to the single running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
No doubt offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Now facing a third and long. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Quickly out to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Now, a 4th down.
The Badgers line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost to you.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Completes it in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The sure hands, it's Brooks. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. They just keep firing. Fires to the big fella. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Lowry. Makes the grab down the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. That'll pull them back to within 6.
That makes the score Wisconsin 23, West Virginia 17.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll give it on the counter.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Under fire. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw on 1st down. On the move, he fires. A strike downfield. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Catch in the middle. It's Mason.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And the Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He'll try to do it himself. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
Looking for a deep man. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
The Badgers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Back to pass, it's Lowry. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Nice job getting to the QB there. The best Wisconsin defenses always seem to have a game breaker and a difference maker. This guy can be that for this unit. But we think back to the Watt brothers, right? TJ, JJ, nobody could block those guys one-on-one, and they just ruined coordinators' game plans offensively.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now the play fake. Got his man on the right. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Wants to return it. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Finds the tight end. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Now on 2nd down. The play action fake. Heaves it deep. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
Dropping back, it's Edwards. Got a man, it's Brooks. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
To throw, it's Edwards. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Looking for the end zone. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Badger. Man, for the love of Tolzien and Stocco, what a day this guy's having.
And I think everybody gets the label as a Wisconsin quarterback as game manager. I think he's tired of hearing that. He said, listen, give me the rock, I'll spin it around, make some big plays, and he's putting on a show today.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up...
Oh, he wants it all. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Lowry. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Near the 16-yard line. And first down for the offense.
And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
To the air, it's Lowry. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard.
That makes the score Wisconsin 37, Western Michigan 24.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab near the sticks. It's Brooks. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Makes the grab. It's Brooks. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
The give on the option.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit. Finding that guy that can be a complement to the run game. That's what you want with a great Wisconsin offense.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Dupree. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. And the Badgers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Play action. Under fire. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Oh, he's got some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass, after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Scanning the field, it's Lowry. Hauls it in. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. Gonna run it. It's Dupree. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked. Good run and a first down. This guy is rolling over 150 yards on the day. Let's give a doff of the fedora to the guys who are making the Travis Fredericks of the world proud.
I don't know what you just said, but I know that means the offensive line is blocking really, really good up front, making holes, and when you're at Wisconsin, you get featured. You touch the rock, and that's why you have big days of production like today.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
From the gun, running back gets to give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
They'll run play action. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
The Badgers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
On the ground, it's Buckley. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Buckley. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Broncos are on the move. They'll go back to the ground. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's...
Pass rush, going after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Fires to the big fella. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a 1st down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, they're going to win this game.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Big kick here. Can claw them ever so closer to that lead, and the crowd trying to rattle this guy. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll cut the lead to 13. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Barry Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And the Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Right back to it. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
The last 2 plays have not gone as scripted. It's 3rd and 19. Rushes on him. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
The Broncos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Broncos are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Lowry. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Snagged out of the air. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
The Broncos are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Brooks. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete on the right side. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to pass, it's Lowry. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Gives it on the option. He gets it inside the 25. They'll stop him at the 24. Not enough for the first down, and it's a fourth down decision time coming. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Trying to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
Looking downfield on first down. He's going to take off. Turning it on. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run, because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Looking for a man. It's Lowry. Oh, they're after him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, just nowhere to go there. And it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it. So he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Here's a heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Caught near the sticks, it's Mason. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a dub.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the left. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
He splits the uprights. They're forced to settle for the field goal.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To the air. It's Lowry. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Tight end now in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end.
And when you're trailing by a couple possessions in the fourth quarter, you can't do much of this, much more. I mean, this offense has to find a way to attack the sidelines, the middle of the field, deep down the field. It can't be the little dink and dunk. This offense has got to find some explosive plays.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. To the air, it's Lowry. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.